Welcome back to Next Bike World. Today, we're diving into a machine that has become a legend in the middleweight supersport category. It's the long-awaited return of a track-bred warrior and the 2025 Honda CBR600RR, back with sharper looks, refined aerodynamics, and even more tech. This bike proves that Honda isn't done with supersports just yet. If you've ever dreamed of a bike that blends MotoGP DNA with real-world rideability, this is the review you've been waiting for. Let's start with what makes the 2025 CBR600RR such a hot topic. The supersport class has seen some fluctuation in recent years. Many brands either stepped back or shifted focus to other categories, but Honda's commitment to racing is as strong as ever. With updates influenced by their Moto2 and MotoGP programs, the new CBR600RR isn't just a facelift, it's a full evolution. At its core is the tried-and-true 599cc liquid-cooled inline-four, a high-revving engine known for its razor-sharp throttle response and spine-tingling top-end scream. For 2025, Honda has tweaked the engine to meet stricter emissions standards without killing its soul. It now pushes out an impressive 121 horsepower at 14,000 revolutions per minute, and around 46 pounds-to-feet of torque at 11,500 revolutions per minute. That might not sound mind-blowing on paper compared to leader-class bikes, but twist the throttle, let it scream past 10,000 revolutions per minute, and it becomes a different beast. The mid-range pull is tighter than ever, and the top-end rush, pure exhilaration. What really elevates the 2025 model is the tech. This isn't your early 2000s CBR. Honda has loaded it with ride-by-wire throttle, multiple riding modes, and a refined 6-axis mode-to-power features like cornering ABS, traction control, wheelie control, and engine braking adjustment. All these systems are accessible through a clean, full-color TFT display, giving the rider full control without being overwhelming. The electronics suite is seamlessly subtle enough for a seasoned rider, but confidence-inspiring for someone moving up from a 300cc or 500cc class. The quickshifter A, now standard on the 2025 Model A, is buttery smooth both up and down the gearbox. Downshifting aggressively into corners feels like slicing a hot knife through butter. And speaking of corners, the handling on this thing is ridiculously sharp. The aluminum twin spar frame and inverted 41mm show a big piston fork offer pinpoint precision. On the rear, the Unit Pro Link swing arm paired with a Showa shock gives the perfect blend of track stiffness and real-world compliance. Whether you're diving into hairpins or powering out of a fast sweeper, the CBR600RR feels like it reads your mind. The brakes, exceptional. The dual radial-mounted 4-piston Nissan calipers clamping onto 310mm discs offer phenomenal stopping power, and the ABS system doesn't interfere unless you're truly pushing limits. Braking hard into a turn feels stable and controlled, and no surprises, no drama. Now let's talk about the design. Honda didn't just refresh the bodywork, they redefined the CBR's look. The 2025 model is aggressively aerodynamic, borrowing cues directly from the RC213V MotoGP machine. The sharp fairings, winglets, and a newly sculpted ram air intake aren't just for show. These aero elements improve high-speed stability, reduce drag, and provide downforce when you're really pushing it. The new LED lighting, minimalist tail section, and razor-edged body line scream speed even when the bike is standing still. In person, it looks like it's doing 100 miles per hour parked. Seat height is a manageable 32.8 inches, making it accessible for most riders, though the aggressive riding position definitely leans toward track-ready. You'll feel connected almost merged with the machine. This isn't meant for lazy Sunday cruising. It demands your attention, but rewards you tenfold. Fuel economy, it's decent for a supersport. Expect somewhere in the range of 40 to 45 miles per gallon, depending on how aggressive your wrist is. With the 4.8-gallon tank, you can push well past 150 miles on a tank if you're riding smart. Not that many owners will resist that red line for long. One of the most talked about points is the weight. At just 412 pounds wet, the CBR600RR remains incredibly light. Combined with the engine's responsiveness and chassis balance, this makes for a flexible, precise, and responsive ride. Whether you're carving canyons, attacking your favorite back road, or doing track days, it always feels planned and unnimble. As for pricing, here's where it gets interesting. The 2025 Honda CBR600RR starts at around $12,499, making it competitively priced against its main rivals like the Yamaha R6, now track-only, Kawasaki ZX6R, and Suzuki GSX-R600. For what you get in terms of electronics, build quality, and Honda reliability, it's a compelling package. And let's not forget the fit and finish, atypical Honda excellence. Every panel gap, every weld, every switch, and it all feels premium and purposeful. So what's the catch? Honestly, not much. The main drawback for some riders might be the aggressive ergonomics. Say it's not the bike built for comfort. Long highway rides can be taxing on your wrists and back, but that's not what this bike is made for. The 2025 CBR600RR is a purebred supersport that lives for the curves, the track, and the thrill of the ride. And that's exactly why enthusiasts have been clamoring for its return. Another unique selling point is Honda's legacy. The CBR nameplate has a history rooted in championships and decades of development. With the 2025 model, Honda continues that tradition. You're not just buying a motorcycle, you're buying into a lineage of engineering excellence, racing DNA, and rider-focused design. Whether you're a weekend warrior or an amateur racer, this bike gives you the tools to push your limits and develop your skills. And let's not forget how this is a platform with huge aftermarket support. Whether you're looking to add race exhausts, upgrade the suspension, or simply tweak aesthetics, the CBR600RR community is alive and well. That means plenty of support, parts, and knowledge if you want to take your build to the next level. In a world where the middleweight supersport segment was feared to be fading, Honda is boldly making a statement. Supersports are alive and well. The 2025 CBR600RR is proof that performance, precision, and passion still have a place on the road and the track. So, is the 2025 CBR600RR worth it? If you're looking for a lightweight, high-performance bike with cutting-edge electronics, razor-sharp handling, and the kind of engineering that only Honda can deliver, absolutely. It's not the most comfortable bike, it's not the most beginner-friendly either. But if your idea of the perfect ride is chasing apexes and living between 10,000 and 14,000 revolutions per minute, there's nothing quite like it. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2025 Honda CBR600RR, a bike that refuses to let the supersport dream die and instead revives it with more fire than ever before. Let us know in the comments. Say, is this the bike you've been waiting for, or are you holding out for something even more radical? If you enjoyed the review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth motorcycle content, and ring the bell so you never miss a throttle twist from Next Bike World. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep it pinned.